All right, welcome back to some Week 5 Varsity Overwatch action here today. Matchup between Bigfoot High School and Random Lake. So, little bit about both schools here. If we take a look at our varsity standings on the website, both of these schools are going to be down in Division 3. So today's matchup is against Bigfoot with a 3-1 overall win-loss record and an 11-5 map record versus Random Lake coming in at 2-2 with a map record of 8-8. So both schools are pretty evenly matched within this game, and we will see what's going on here. Again, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Today we are doing a 5 loot box giveaway as well. So if you're watching the stream at any point today, make sure that you type !raffle into the chat to be entered for your chance to go ahead and win 5 loot boxes. So all right, looks like we are ready to go ahead and jump in here. Double check that we got our school logos in the right spot. We do have Bigfoot on the right and Random Lake coming in on the other side here. Looks like Random Lake is going to go with the double shield comp there with the Orisa and the Reinhardt. I really like the double shield, especially when you're looking at some of these control maps here. Meanwhile, Bigfoot only elects to go with the Reinhardt, so the mobile shield, so they're going to go for a little bit more of a DPS-heavy team composition. We see that the Moira is trying to go ahead and get into the back here. Bigfoot is already kind of sitting on the point, trying to get some of these ticks down here. All right, we got 6 members of Bigfoot on the point. Random Lake is trying to contest. The Symmetra orbs are doing their duty here. We see Zarya, nice stun. That is a fantastic team stun basically there. And that's going to go ahead and be the point captured by Bigfoot. So great teamwork there in order to get that huge stun off there. Go ahead and try to pop around here and watch some other perspectives here. Go ahead and jump in and watch our Semestra here and see what kind of strategies we do. See that Random Lake is trying to flank around the backhand side here. Again, the double shield composition coming in, so they should be able to start moving a little bit faster. We see that maybe there's going to be a flank coming down. We see the Symmetra ultimate coming out here. Take a peek into the Reinhardt action here. Again, Random Lake is trying to go ahead and get in here. They do get 3 members down, 4 members down. That's going to be a full team wipe, I believe, coming over, and there it is. So Random Lake now is going to go ahead and be able to get some really needed ticks here on the checkpoint. So a couple of ultimates are available. We do see that some members are trying to hold out for this flank maneuver here. Now, this is where the 2 shield comps are going to come in real handy for Random Lake. They're just going to be able to sit down there. Oh, that's a nice Reinhardt ultimate coming down and able to go ahead and get a few members of Random Lake down. That's going to go ahead and be... that's going to be close. There's only 1 member left for Random Lake. I don't know if they're going to be able to sit enough people, and they're not. And that's going to go ahead and be the checkpoint going over back in Bigfoot's favor. So... fantastic work there with the Reinhardt ultimate. Critical there, getting all of those stuns into one place. So we do see that there are some members now up top here as well. Random Lake grouping together as a team. Go ahead and take a look here at the Orisa. That's a nice pull there by Orisa, but unfortunately some of the members of their team was down, and it's not going to be enough. Oh, and Orisa's going to go ahead and go down here as well. So jumping back into the perspective of Bigfoot, who's only got about 25% left to go in order to get this point going over in their favor. So we do see the Moira here trying to deal some damage, but Zarya is just dealing as much damage as she is. So Random Lake getting a little low here. We see the Reinhardt is there now trying to shield some of this damage. Those Symmetra turrets up top there are doing a lot of damage, and Random Lake really needs to start looking behind there and try to get some of those down, because those are just melting them around from the back there. So I don't think Random Lake has it right now, as they're down 3 members. We hear the Reinhardt ultimate coming down, and that's going to be it. I don't think... Yep. Good first map there going over to Bigfoot. So again, for those of you that are watching the stream today, if you go ahead and type !raffle in the chat, you'll be entered to win up to 5 loot boxes here. So figured we'd do a slight giveaway today. It's almost Halloween, so why not get festive here with the same festival that Overwatch has going on right now. So go ahead and jump on over here to our friends in Random Lake. I like the Arissa's username there, Merlin Monroe. Like it, punny, appreciate it. All right, again, we're going to go ahead and see them come out with that exact same team composition. Nice job getting rid of that Symmetra turret, but expose yourself to the Reinhardt there, and is going to go ahead and go down here. So, all right, the Reaper's going to go ahead and knock one down here as well. Random Lake have the advantage here. They have the numbers. The objective is now live, so we are going to start to see them jumping on. The Reaper's doing a great job cleaning up. Oh, nice onto the backside of the Reinhardt there. Great start here coming from Random Lake. This Reaper's making a pretty big difference right here, able to hold down the point. It looks like Bigfoot is trying to come around from the backside here, not going with the same bridge approach as they previously did. Ooh, gonna go ahead and come in. I'd say that's a bit aggressive there, but now this is that awkward point here in the map to see which direction that these teams are going to go ahead and group up together and try to push together. We do see that the Random Lake Reinhardt is almost ultimate ready here. And it looks like Bigfoot has elected to come back over that bridge there. We hear the Moira ultimate coming out. The Symmetra portal into the back. It's going to be 3 members going down here. Almost 4 members for Bigfoot there. Random Lake is doing a great job of holding down this control point. Bigfoot's really got to group together here and try to get some picks here. The Reinhardt does have ultimate available here, so they are going to need to be careful though and be aware of that. Again, here we see him coming in. Here comes the Reinhardt ultimate with a nice Reaper ultimate as well. That's going to be a full team wipe, and that might honestly be the checkpoint here going over to Random Lake. That was a great use of ultimates there on both sides. Here comes one last push. We'll see if Bigfoot has what it takes. We do see Ash has Bob available here. Does throw him in. They are able to go ahead and get the Reinhardt right away and the Orisa. Ooh, that's going to be a full team wipe there. And Bigfoot waiting until the last second. Ash just pokes around the corner, gets that last little kill there. All right, let's see what Random Lake has in their bag here in order to try to gain this capture the point back here and just hold on to it. All right, the Moira orb going in there. Moira taking some damage here. I think it's a little risky for the Moira to be on the point there, but she does have ultimate available. And there comes the ultimate there. She's going to be going ahead and going through a bunch of shields here, healing up her whole team. A fantastic use of the ultimate there. Random Lake now has the numbers there on the point. We see the Orisa ultimate coming down as well. So at this point, Bigfoot's got to get somebody there onto the point and touch, but there's just not enough time in overtime in order to get it to go over to their favor. So this is a very good first round of match here coming out of both teams. This time we see that the Random Lake has elected to go ahead and go with the Junkrat, which I think is, for this map, is really good. There's like some blind quarters that Junkrat can utilize in order to just chuck these grenades the whole time here. So again, we see up top there, able to just go ahead, being a bit aggressive, going in for it, does get it, but it's going to be really low, and that is going to go ahead and cost Junkrat his life. So all right, the Zarya is getting into the backline here, dealing some damage. Not able to go ahead and get enough there, but that's both tanks down for Random Lake and now a DPS. So that's going to be a lot of damage down there. They should be able to get quite a bit of ticks here onto the point. So Random Lake just needs to really group up here and look to make their next push. Again, we do have a raffle going on today's stream, and all you have to do is type !raffle into the chat to be entered to win 5 loot boxes. So we'll be gifting away 5 loot boxes if you just type !raffle into the chat. All right, we do see that the Lucio for Random Lake does have ultimate available. Both healers now have ultimate for Random Lake. Bigfoot has their own number of ultimates available, though, so both teams just trying to go ahead and get a little bit of DPS down, and we see the Moira ultimate is coming out. The Reaper trying to get into the backline. We do see that the Junkrat, I think Random Lake's going to go ahead and be able to turn this in their favor. Able to go ahead and get the sorry about that. That's Random Lake now with the numbers onto the point here. So how long can they hold it? Can they go ahead and secure this map here for themselves? See some quite a bit of ticks here. And now we see that Bigfoot is coming down from the top here. They have the high ground here. The Symmetra ultimate coming out here. Ooh, Junkrat's going to go ahead and get pinned here. Ooh, a lot of ultimates being used here. Both teams trying to really capture this for them. And that's going to go ahead and be Bigfoot getting the kills that they need, and they're going to recapture the point for themselves. This is a very back-and-forth matchup. I think this is a really good showing here from both schools. Random Lake's going to have to go ahead and try to do something here. They get the Zarya half health. We see the Junkrat ultimate being used, and here comes the Moira ultimate in from the flank. Wow, this is a very good matchup. I'm really, really impressed with both schools, the way that they're coming at this. Random Lake's going to go ahead and capture it back for themselves. And now Random Lake just really needs to hold onto one defense here. And they're able to go ahead and swing the game back into their favor. So we'll go ahead and jump into one of the members of Random Lake. Does have ultimate available here, trying to sneak onto the backlines. We do see the Symmetra trying to get the teleports ready. Ooh, able to go ahead and get the 1v1 there. And so now we're going to go ahead and wait to see when the ultimate comes out here. Need to be careful here. I would imagine on comms you can hear Random Lake calling it out. What's happening? All right, here comes the ultimate again. All right, here comes the Moira ultimate as well. And we're going to see the ultimate coming into the back line, able to go ahead and get a couple of critical drops there. Now just getting into the back line here, trying to go ahead and secure this. She takes the teleport out. We do see that Random Lake, ooh, is going to go down at just the last second. And I don't know. It's going to go back over. So we're going to go into an OT here too. So, oh, the Reinhardt ultimate coming out. The Lucio ultimate gets interrupted by the Reinhardt. Wow, that was close. Very close. Congratulations to Bigfoot on taking over the first map there. Fantastic teamwork there from both schools. I thought it could have gone either way, honestly. Both schools played that extremely well.
Pure class.
All right, as we go ahead and get ready then for our next set of matches here. We'll go ahead and take a quick peek around the rest of the league here. So as they're getting set up here, go ahead and pop this on. So again, on the website, you can go ahead and check all of this. We are in week 5. So some big matchups today in Division 1. We see that Case is on the bye. So I don't know if the Union Grove and Horlick match is going to be able to happen. There were some technical issues at Horland, or sorry, not Horlick, but Union Grove here. So, and I know Wilmot was looking for Appleton. So a couple of these matches, Bayport sitting on top here. So we'll see if Waterford's able to go ahead and knock them down into the defeated category there. Division 2, same thing. We got some pretty quality schools here. As far as matchups go, Elkhorn against East Troy, they're basically neighboring cities, so that's kind of cool. Or sorry, we're in week 5, my fault. Fort Atkinson, same thing, and Jefferson right next to each other, so pretty cool. And then you can look at some of the other Division 3 matchups here. Montello's playing Watoma. That should be a pretty good matchup. And we got this game here on stream. So it sounds like we are jumping back in here. We got about 22 seconds. So just real quick to go ahead and take a quick look around the standings. Again, Horlick sitting undefeated on top. I don't know if they're going to get their chance to play against Union Grove. Now, if you notice, they're only 2-0, which means some matches haven't been reported on somebody's side somewhere. So Division 2, Baraboo's coming in undefeated with only 1 map lost. And then down here in Division 3, Walden being undefeated. And then there's only a couple weeks left, so we're going to need to wait to see how some of these tiebreakers go down. So as we go ahead and jump back into the map, not too much difference here coming out of Bigfoot other than the May, and I think the May is just critical on this one. As they're coming through this gate here, you're able to just throw that ice wall down, and you can really just divide a team, basically. And if you are able to get one or both tanks stranded on the other side of the May wall, it really sets the attacking team back here. Again, if you are watching us today, there are 5 loot boxes available, and all you have to do in order to enter the raffle is to go into chat, type an exclamation point, and then the word raffle after it to be entered in to win 5 loot boxes. So the Zenyatta pick coming out here, instead of a Lucio, does work. It's a little bit more of a DPS friendly kind of team composition here. Personally, I like more heals on this. The Moira is super helpful as you have your 2 shields going forward trying to deal that damage. We do see that one of the supports going down there for Random Lake. The Pharah is a fantastic pick on this too. If you really want to try to siege together, I think it's a critical pick. You're just able to go ahead and just rain it from above. Random Lake starting to push a little bit further forward here. We do see that the Reaper taking cover there, trying to get some of the damage onto the flanks. And we see both coming up. Here comes the Moira ultimate out. May's going to go ahead and freeze out the Zenyatta and drop him there. Not too much started with that Moira ultimate, but Random Lake did a great job of cleaning it up. They're going to be able to go ahead and get onto the first point here. So all right, that's going to be Objective A. They're going over to the side of Random Lake. And now comes the fun part. Going to have to go ahead and figure out how to push this. Ooh, the Reaper getting really low there. We do see that the Zen does have ultimate available here. Dropping the heals. Good job getting that turret down off of there in order to prevent some of the backline. We see that the Zen ultimate is coming out here, trying to keep his team together. Oh, that Mei ultimate coming out, or sorry, the Mei wall coming out at a critical time here. But does push a little bit too far forward. And again, this Zen doing a great job. Those turrets into the back there can be extremely devastating. Ooh. Zen electing to go ahead and go for the burst damage instead of saving one of the DPS members. Random Lake's doing a pretty good job here of pushing together as a team. Again, we see quite a few ultimates here. Random Lakes really likes to play around this Moira. The Moira does go down, so they are going to go ahead and need to go ahead and reset here because you'll lose almost all of your heals. We hear the Reaper ultimate coming out there. The Reaper gets into the backline, is able to wreak some havoc here, able to go ahead and get 3 members of Bigfoot down. So here comes the final push here. Do note that the Pharah has ultimate available here as well. Trying to get into the back line here. Waiting. Oh, here it comes. There it is. Got into the back line. Wasn't able to deal as much damage as they would have liked, but got quite a few members low here for Bigfoot. So that's going to be 3 members going down. No, maybe not. The Zarya is able to go ahead and get that health pack and revive back up. But Pharah was able to go ahead and do a good deal of damage there into the back. Oh, we see the Orisa is taking a dive off the ledge there. So Bigfoot does a good job of pushing everybody back up off of the point. So now it's on to Random Lake in order to come back. Take note, though, they do have the Zen and the Reinhardt ultimate available up there in the top. And that stun is absolutely critical. I assume Random Lake is just going to kind of try to hold back here and wait for the whole team to come back. Zen's a little low, and they're going to need Zen in this next team fight here. So starting to push forward with the Rein shield and the Orisa shield. It's nice for those two to just be able to interchange there as far as one drops a shield while Reinhardt charges his shield. Oh, we see the Reaper trying to sneak into the backline. Here comes the Reinhardt ultimate here. The Zarya is going to go down as well. So that's a couple of ultimates being used on both sides here. Mercy's able to go ahead and get the Zarya back up. It's going to cost her life, but that's okay. Okay, Random Lake's kind of finding that this choke point is a little hard for them to go ahead and push all the way through here. So Zen ultimate and Moira ultimate back up online here. Need to be careful here because we do see that Bigfoot's Pharah has ultimate available. So if they're able to go ahead and get these shields down and is able to go ahead and get around to the backside here, this Pharah could wipe out the entire side of Random Lake. And as time is running down, and here it comes. That's going to be another solid ultimate there coming out. I think, yep, that's a full team wipe there coming out for Bigfoot. So, again, great job there. That Pharah ultimate able to go ahead and get in behind all of those shields and just rain it from above, pushing Random Lake all the way back here. So, we do now see that Random Lake has 3 ultimates available. Bob is available for Ashe. If they are able to go ahead, if Random Lake is able to go ahead and get some of these shields down and get a 3 or 4 person stun onto Bigfoot, they should be able to push the payload almost to completion. As you can see, they're pushing it together now. We see the Reinhardt up on front. Here comes the hammer. Not able to go ahead and get anybody, I don't believe, with it. But the Reaper gets into the back line and is going to go ahead and get a quadra kill going over. And with that being said, I think Random Lake can push to the end here. All right. All right, let's go ahead and see what Bigfoot has to offer to try to push and match Random Lake within this. Random Lake has the 3-0 lead here, so Bigfoot needs to match in order to send this to OT. Bigfoot's got the Widowmaker up top here. Going to go ahead and try to snipe it down there. Random Lake is playing pretty far up here. They do have the Bastion comp, which if you're defending this and you have that 3-point lead here, oh, we see the Widowmaker trying to get here into the back line here, getting dangerously low and is going to go ahead and go down. So I really like the Bastion comp here, especially with dual shields, because you're just able to really melt through the enemy team, and unless they find a way in order to get into the back line, you're really just stuck between a rock and a hard place. So we do see that they are trying to work that Symmetra. They are able to go ahead and get the Reinhardt into the back line here. Bastion swinging around, trying to cover both sides here, and we do see that the Reinhardt ultimate does come down. They are able to get the Bastion in order to have to move a little bit here. Bastion just repositions here. That Widowmaker up top here could be starting to prove a little bit of a pain here for Random Lake. We see the Reaper is going to go ahead and go up there. Widowmaker goes and retreats away to the other rooftop there. Be a little bit more safe. Bastion trying to get into position here in order to hold down this choke point. Both shields are available there. Bastion's just slicing through everybody here. Got to go ahead and back up a little bit, get behind the shields. We hear the Moira ultimate coming out. Oh, the Bastion ultimate is available, but Bastion is going to go ahead and go down. And so now we see that Bigfoot has the ability to go ahead and get onto the point with all the members, and they're going to go ahead and be able to capture point A. The portals here are extremely vital. All right, sorry about that. It looks like Random Lake has kind of switched over, but they do have a ton of ultimates available here. We hear that the Bastion ultimate is down here. Bastion's going to go ahead and go down there. Not too much coming from the ultimate, but that barrier really comes into play there as well. So, again, we see the Reaper trying to come into the backline, but Bigfoot knew it was coming. They were able to go ahead and redirect their shields where they needed to. And right now, Bigfoot's doing a fantastic job of picking off members of Random Lake and not allowing them to get their full team together. Random Lake just needs to just kind of calm down and regroup here. The hardest part about this is when you go ahead and get pulled up. So, again, this Bastion is pretty far forward without any of those shields available. So they were able to go ahead and get them relatively low. Again, the Bastion playing very aggressive here. Bigfoot doing a good job, though. Keep pushing forward here. Going to go ahead and get the Reinhardt down. So now that's both shields down and a DPS. I think right now Bigfoot is on the front foot here. They are pushing a lot more cohesively. And Random Lake just seems kind of on the back foot here with their defense. They aren't pushing together. We see the Zarya now coming into the pit there. And I think that's just going to just stop everybody in their tracks. Random Lake is doing their best, though. They have a lot of time left, though. They are able to go ahead and push, but it's going to be a long time here for them that they need to hold out. They need to hold out for another 3 minutes. And that's, that can be an eternity when you're 6 meters away from tying this up here. So a lot of ultimates were just used on that last defense here too by Random Lake. So both schools have no ultimates up, although Bigfoot is really close here to having at least one, the Reinhardt and the Symmetra. So there we see the barrier being used, splitting Random Lake in half here. Now we got to go ahead and wait to see where this damage is coming down. That's going to be 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, and 6 kills. So this is going to go ahead and go to overtime. All right, here we go. Limited time here. What's Random Lake got? They're already down both DPSs, so this is going to be a tough push here. This Zarya is doing fantastic as well. Doing a really great job of just keeping everybody pinned down there. So we do see a lot of heals coming out here from the back line as well. That's another member there. The Moira is down, but will have ultimate when she comes back online. Random Lake's doing everything that they can to try to get through here. But unfortunately, it's just not enough in order to go ahead and get into the choke point here. And that's going to be that. All right, let's go ahead and see what Bigfoot has available here. So, see if they are able to go ahead and capture the point here together. They're again electing to go ahead and go with the Widowmaker composition here. Meanwhile, Random Lake pulls the Bastion right back out and says, come at us. You don't have the time like you did last time to try to go ahead and get behind us. Ooh, but they are able to go ahead and get two big shots, but the Reaper comes up top here. It's going to go ahead and drop him, so Bigfoot able to go ahead and secure it. All right, take a quick break here. Again, we are doing a giveaway here in chat for those of you that are watching. If you type !raffle into chat, you'll be entered in to win 5 loot boxes. So if that interests you, go ahead and type !raffle, and you got a pretty high shot of winning right now. All right, looks like we are about to go ahead and get back underway here. And it looks like we're going with Dorado. Again, if you are watching today, I have 5 loot boxes up for grabs. If you just type !raffle into the chat, enter the giveaway. We have some time left on it. So make sure that you go ahead and enter that if you would like 5 free loot boxes from yours truly. Really impressed with both teams' last game there. It really could have gone either way. There was a couple of ultimates that were missed on both sides. And each missed ultimate really could have swung the map in either side's favor. There was... I like the music that we have going here, so thanks for a little performance here as well. All right, Random Lake is looking to go ahead and push here. The Maywall coming out right in the beginning here. Ooh, nice Orisa pull there in order to try to get some of the members out there. Roadhog sitting up top here could be trying to get into the back line and find one of those squishy members. Reaper is able to go ahead and get away. We see some of those turrets coming back out here. Ooh, the Widowmaker up top just dealing the damage there. Another nice Orisa pull there, and then that leads right into the Roadhog pull. Again, Random Lake getting a little bit too far forward here. They're going to have to retreat. Cooldowns are almost worn out there. Reinhardt is able to not get away. I spoke a little bit too fast there. So nice Orisa pull there, dropping the damage. Going to go ahead and force Bigfoot to push back a little bit here. What? These Orisas are just doing all they can here with the pulls. Both are landing good pulls, trying to get some members off here. Random Lake's Orisa is focusing a little bit too much onto that other Orisa shield. Nice job getting that turret down here. Nice job by the Orisa, able to go ahead and get the Widowmaker really low there. Again, we've seen just a nice little choke point. Nice Maywall. We hear the Moira ultimate coming out, but she goes down. Sorry, that was the Bayport Moira not Bayport, sorry, Bigfoot. We do see that Roadhog does have ultimate available, able to go ahead and heal back up. He's just so tanky. We do see the Widowmaker up top there, putting down some of that damage here. Reaper's going to go ahead and have to retreat here. Oh, nice pull by the Roadhog onto the Reinhardt. Able to go ahead and drop him as well. Roadhog doing a fantastic job here. Able to go ahead and deal quite a bit of damage. Oh, the Mei is able to go ahead and shut him down, though. This is a good time now for Random Lake to try to push. They just lost their Orisa, but they still have the mobile shield of the Reinhardt here. Meanwhile, Bigfoot is holding their ground, though. A lot of quality heals coming into the back line here. It's an awkward choke point here for Random Lake. They're going to have to figure out some way of getting into that back line there. There's just too many obstacles for them to hide behind right now, and Random Lake just basically has to run in together. So, ooh, and there goes the Random Lake Orisa as well. We hear the Moira ultimate coming out from Random Lake. It's not going to do a ton here. Ooh, we hear the Reinhardt ultimate coming out there. Bigfoot has done a very good job here of just kind of holding everybody off. Great heals coming from up top here. And again, that's going to be another reset for Random Lake. So they need to find some way of being able to get into the back line. And I think their team composition needs to change. I know it's not easy to sometimes change this late in the game, but if it's not working, you got to switch to something different. Give yourself a little bit more, switch it up. Bigfoot's able to just go ahead and lock down that choke point and didn't allow Random Lake in. I think I might have switched over to a Junkrat. That way you can at least try to get some of that damage into the back line. Or even, I don't know if an Ashe would have made sense just because there's really no good lines because you're going to have too many shields sitting in front of the DPS there into the back line. So I don't think that would have helped, but the Reaper was doing everything that he could in order to get into the back line. Little bit of a change up now here from Random Lake going with the Symmetra. Got a couple Bell players here as well. All right, go ahead and get underway here. Ooh, nice job getting rid of some of those turrets. Go ahead and get around to the backside here. This is a nice sneaky play coming out here. Take the teleporter over here. Now into the back line here, able to go ahead and deal some of that damage into the back line. Both Symmetras here to kind of dealing it out to each other here. The Widowmaker is now joining up here onto the top for Bigfoot. Symmetra against Symmetra here. Bigfoot gets the advantage on the Symmetra 1v1 there. And now they have the higher ground here. Again, some of those turrets coming out. Going to be able to deal a ton of damage. Going to be able to get the elimination going over Random Lake. Stuck into the back here. Again, Symmetra's going to try to sneak around to the backside here. Get the flank move here. All right, into the back line here. Random Lake just going down. The Symmetra's doing a really good job of flanking, and once you're able to get some of those turrets into the back line, it's going to be really hard for them to try to counter. The Orisa's trying to get there, but it's just too much there. Bigfoot's able to go ahead and take that. So Bigfoot takes a 2-0 map advantage right now. Moira with the play of the game here. All right, meanwhile, while our teams are getting set back up, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here. Get up, stretch, grab a drink of water, use the restroom, and come back for at least 2 more maps. Yeah, 2 more maps. All right, looking like we are back in action here. Bigfoot's going to go ahead and be on the defensive here. Looks like we have some change in positions here coming out from Random Lake. They've switched over to a Reinhardt and a Sigma. Going for a little bit of a different team comp here, which I think will be okay. The mobile shield of Sigma is super nice. Just really able to impact really quick. And it looks like they are trying to go ahead and sneak around and flank here, but not going to be able to go ahead and get much out of it there. So Random Lake down a player here as well. Random Lake's getting caught into this side room here. Again, they're still trying to push this flank, but they're down heals right now. So it's going to be hard for them to kind of push. Right now, they're just stuck, but they are trying to pull a flank maneuver there, and they were able to go ahead and get some tick. So that should start to get Bigfoot to kind of push off of that position. Able to go ahead and get that turret behind the Reinhardt shield there. Ooh, Widowmaker getting the double kill going over here as well. Random Lake just needs to take a breath, regroup as a team, and push together here. All right, here comes all of Random Lake pushing here. They did switch off of the Sigma over to a Diva, so they're at least trying something different here. Moira is trying to come around and flank here, but did get spotted out here. Trying to deal some damage onto the flank there, but not able to go ahead and get it. Ooh, almost able to go ahead and get the kill, but it was just not enough here. And so now we see, too, that Random Lake is switching over to a Soldier 76. Ooh, they are close onto that back line there. Oh, we hear the Moira ultimate coming out here. The Soldier 76 trying to get into the back line here. Able to go ahead and get the Moira down here. Drops the healing orb here. Trying to get down to this Roadhog, but he is just so tanky. It's really hard. And now the Hammond Pit comes out here as well. Soldier able to escape with 3 health here. Gets the health pack. Going to go ahead and look to try to push here. Random Lake doesn't have the advantage, but they are at least trying to make it closer here. Again, the Moira is dropping the damage to 76. Is able to go ahead and get him. Oh, now they're got some turrets down here, and here comes the damage. The Soldier 76 elects to go ahead and use the ultimate, able to go ahead and get 2 members, but the other members of Bigfoot are able to come in from the back here. Random Lake able to go ahead and find some success there in order to get onto the point. Here comes the Moira. Orb does have ultimate available. Trying to sneak into the back line here. Oh, the Roadhog spots her, hooks her, and says goodnight, Gracie. Soldier 76 able to go ahead and get one down. Onto the back line here, dodging around the Widowmaker, getting dangerously low and is not able to go ahead and get the Widowmaker. We hear the Moira ultimate being used by Bigfoot. Random Lake trying to get anybody onto the point in order to get some additional ticks, but that is all that they're going to be able to get. So another solid defense there by Bigfoot. All right, as we're going to go ahead and switch over here. Random Lake pulling the Tureborn out here. Bigfoot pulling off on the Moira here and electing to go with the Lucio. A little bit more of an aggressive backline healer. See a lot of those turrets coming down here from both sides here. Bigfoot's just running it through. They're like, we need to get onto the point and get some ticks quick. They are being super aggressive right now, and it's working for them. They already got Random Lake onto the back foot here. Not able to go ahead and get the revive down. The Tureborn's turrets are working. He's not going to go ahead and go down here. So again, that's going to be quick point here potentially for Bigfoot. Ooh, the Lucio gets caught out there and is gonna go down there. And that's quick there. That was some nice aggressive play coming out of Bigfoot. Able to go ahead and get the third map here. So going into the final map, we'll have to hope that Random Lake's able to go ahead and get at least one map going over in their favor. Double kill coming out here for the Widowmaker. Ooh, nice snipe there into the back line. Again, I appreciate some of the GGs coming out there in chat from both sides. Appreciate seeing that sportsmanship, something that we're trying to drive home here into our young student athletes here. Sportsmanship is key. Oh, actually, that might have been the last one there. I apologize. I must have missed something there, but so thank you for coming out today. Appreciate you spending your Wednesday afternoon watching today's matchup between Bigfoot and Random Lake. Make sure that you tune in. We have a bunch of other schools that are streaming their matches. You can find all the schools below there. You can find it out below our Twitch channel there. I've listed every school that streams their matches. So if there's a school that you follow, or if you want to do some research on another team, you can go ahead and find their information below here. Other than that, I appreciate your time. Didn't have anybody throw into the giveaway today, so next week I will most likely have the same giveaway ready to go. So hopefully I can give 5 loot boxes away to somebody. Appreciate you coming out again. Maybe see you tomorrow for JV. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.